It's tough to see the point of the RMS-154 Barzam. It's a bit like the old Microsoft Mira, which was designed to access your home's desktop with a tablet-like interface. Except that you've never heard of the Microsoft Mira because it was a $1,000 screen you mounted to the wall to access a computer that was on your desk. Earth Federation forces plan for the Barzam to replace the old and busted RMS-179 GM2. Its unusual design sits on top of the frame of the Gundam Mark II, kind of like how your uncle shoved a fiberglass Ferrari body on top of his rusty Pontiac, thinking no one would know the difference. Early on in the Barzam's development, it was deemed too generic to be viable, because the people of the Universal Century are spoiled and have the capacity to call a 70-foot-tall walking tank generic. In addition, the suit's power supply was way too much for the suit to handle, resulting in wonky balance problems. So, naturally, it was an early weapon of choice for Titans, apex jerk faces of Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam. The high-grade kit recreates the suit very well, by also feeling simple to a fault. The build was pretty straightforward, and it had some neat details for the pseudo-inner-frame, but that's it. It's just kind of there, I guess. The high-grade Barzam is a kit that undeniably exists. An inoffensive use of 3 or so hours of my time for about $16. But many things can be purchased for $16. So, bright and early Saturday morning, I decided to see what else $16 could buy. So the Barzam's a pretty good kit. $15-ish, $16, $17 after tax. And even though it's a little basic, there really isn't anything wrong with it. However, I think that I can do a little bit better with the same budget elsewhere. Hence why I'm at a place that I haven't gone to in about 15 years to see what they have. I'm at a flea market. Let's see what they got. I'm quite desperate for a pee anyway. Flea markets are the destined fate to befall any and all abandoned fairgrounds and airfields. If you've never been to a flea market, think of it like a garage sale, but 100 or so going on at once. Wandering around one can be fairly enjoyable, if you're the kind of person that likes sorting through junk to find something quasi-interesting. Luckily, after a few minutes, I came across just such an interesting thing. Right. They had something. The Lingwei Sai Best-B202 Gundam Galactic Heroes 2. Surprisingly, Lingwei Sai was clearly able to get the license to use the Gundam name, and they likely borrowed the design from one of the as-of-yet unseen pages of Turn A Gundam's dark history. The engineers knew that they had gold in their hands, and they wanted their customers to know that this is one of the best kits ever made. Why else would they emblazon the word best in no less than 2 places? I found it on sale for $10 at a stand selling bead sprites and blasting dubstep out of a light-up PA system. But because I'm an esteemed internet personality, the friendly shopkeep with the sick vape sold it to me for $5 American. But is it better than the Barzam? Well, it's definitely bigger for one. This no-grade, definitely officially licensed model kit stands a full 30 centimeters tall, twice as tall as the Barzam. It's clear that the kit was intended to be a perfect grade at one point, and even features a new kind of what I can only assume is mold injection, allowing the engineers to print decals on top of the parts directly. However, I did find that this greatly reduced the Best-B202's customization potential. The weapon loadout for the Best-B202 is more robust as well, as it features a shield borrowed from the Impulse Gundam and a gun. The best that the Barzam can muster is some fancy pliers and a crotch laser. In the Barzam's favor is posability, with the increased articulation found in newer high grades being present here as well, allowing for a variety of dramatic poses. I found the best B202, by contrast, to be very rigid, only able to hold the pose shown on its box art. This was disappointing, considering I wasn't even able to find the best B202 on Gundam Kits Collection, making it very likely a rare Expo exclusive. The best B202 seems to also be from the era where Bandai advertised difficulty ratings for their kits, as this one was rated at an intimidating 4 stars, with an 120-minute to 150-minute build time. Me being the master model maker / esteemed internet celebrity that I am, however, I managed to finish it in 105 minutes. This was likely helped by the fact that the best B202 came pre-packaged with a parts separator, making part cutting and nub removal a breeze. The Barzam had none of these things. The engineers didn't provide an estimated build time nor any indication of how hard it was going to be. What if I were a worse builder and I didn't have time to finish it? My time is valuable. And it didn't come with any tools, bad marks for a kit that I bought for 3 times the price. So the Barzam is smaller, has less detail, no difficulty rating, and doesn't contain any extra tools in the box. But there's still something about it that I do enjoy. It's not my favorite kit by any means on display, and I do think its wrench/gun is a little weird. For as simple as the kit is, I really do enjoy the articulation and little details found on the Barzam more than the static pose on the best B202. And it's smaller, meaning that I actually have room for the thing somewhere on display. Much like the suit it's designed after, it gets the job done, and that's really all it needs to do. Ling Wei Sai clearly felt that their Gundam Galactic Heroes 2 Best B202 was the best kit on the market. But times change, so I think I'll stick with my Badgunpla instead. See you next time.